Hi all, Abe from WhichBike.com here. Bit out of breath, just tried to wheel the bike round, did about a 16-point turn, bloody knackered. It's not light. Here it is, Triumph Speed Triple RS, 1050 cc's of, well, in my eyes, beauty. Well, I haven't ridden for about 2 years, and to be honest, I went on an XR a couple of days ago to see if the vibrating had gone. And it had improved, so I have been on a bike since, but this was jumping onto a different sort of beast, and still getting them. Well, you know, I was never a good rider in the first place, so here I am struggling again. But my first impressions are absolutely fantastic. It's a wicked bike. I'll tell you more as I take it out for a ride. This is standard, except it's got the £300 option of the auto blipper for up and down. Not sure why that's not standard, but there you go. Everything else is standard, including wing mirrors. Got some carbon here, got carbon on the Arrow twin exhausts. Comes with Diablo Super Rosso coursers. Is that how you say them? Diablo Super Rosso. Oh, okay, that's pretty close, isn't it? Oh no, it's Corsa, Super Corsa, okay. Had those on a Panigale, fairly slippery as usual until they're warm. Never really went out of them in the wet, must admit. Not sure what it'd be like. Oh, it's such a nice bike. It's good in this livery. Comes in a silver as well. The shim doesn't come in like the yellow. But actually, this is far more attractive in the flesh than I thought it would be. Pretty impressed. Obviously it's got superb brakes. But all new really is the ride-by-wire throttle, which gives you the ability to then do things like cruise control. And it's got a TFT screen, which we'll get to in a minute, find out what a wishy-woggy-woogy's like. All in all, so far, love it. So let's take this out and see what it feels like on the road, shall we? Okay, there she is. Ah, it's a mighty fine bike, mighty fine. Okay. Now, it's got, what do you call it, keyless control? Not sure. Basically, you don't stick the key in a hole. Just like a lot of cars. So you turn it on, wishy-washy-woogie, pretty cool. Auto dimming screen. Hold it in, we're off. Oh man. Oh, it's good to be back on the bike. Good to be back on the bike. Right, I'm at home, so the chance of getting lost this time, oh, pretty remote. Oh, I'll tell you what, first impressions, handlebars absolutely perfect, back's pretty up straight. I've already been on quite an extended run on it for about an hour and a bit. I went on a motorway. I'll tell you what, the cruise control, oh, that's fantastic. What a boom. Just take your right hand off, rest it on the tank, and just hold the grip on the bars very lightly. So this ride-by-wire technology, it opens things like that up, and it does change the biking experience, and it certainly makes long journeys a lot easier. Now, the biggest thing I found out about this bike is the comfort level. Wow, this has got to be one of the most comfortable bikes I've ever been on. I'm safely balls of the feet down. Oh dear, I'm back. Balls of the feet down. Almost the heels touching the ground, and I'm a 30-inch inside leg, so very comfortable when you come to a rest. You're not dangling about, even on a slight camber, so that's good. And the seat itself, extremely comfortable. Obviously, this has got Öhlins, and it just feels like this suspension is absolute quality, even with the shit potholes around in Surrey, which are a bloody nightmare. Oh god, I mean, it knocked out 3 tyres on one of our cars this year. Well, one had to be replaced because it was part of a quattro system, and knocked out a tyre on our other car the previous year. And bloody potholes, flipping ate them. And I was thinking, what's it like to run a motorcyclist in these sorts of roads? So I'm going to find out. So comfort is just off the scale. It's fantastic. It's a very nice place to sit. My knees and the way my arse and the inner thighs go on this bike, and I've got quite, I wouldn't say skinny legs, but I've kind of got cyclists kind of athletic legs sort of thing. So this bike is just beautiful for me. It just does feel fairly heavy, but it's a heavy 1 litre bike. You know, it's going to feel a little bit heavy until you pick up speed, and then it's beautiful. The other thing I absolutely love about this bike is this upshifter and downshifter. Wow. Oh, it's just epic. Obviously I've been on one before, like the S1000RR for example, and it was a joy. It just makes travelling so much easier and I think safer. All you have to think about, oh, it's beautiful when you go down the gears up to a junction, just go ding ding ding, auto blips it for you, so the bike doesn't jump about like a madman. And even someone of my low skill rider level can actually come to a halt with some sort of grace. So that's the right result. Now I think I've got it in road. It defaults to road, and I did have it in sport before I finished my first jaunt in it this morning. I just can't go how comfortable this bike is. It's just, you know, a slight little buzz on the handlebars, but that's what you get it all right. The clutch levers are standard, aren't too shabby. Of course I'm struggling, I haven't been on a bike for 2 years, so my wrists are aching, but I can live with that. My shoulders are alright, I'm not tensing up too much, and my back's absolutely fine, and I've got real bad lower back problems, so that is a result and a massive tick on that checkbox. Oh, bloody hell, I need some petrol. Think about that. Oh good, here we go. So I think I won't get lost, but I'm going to run out of petrol. Oh god. Negatives. It doesn't sound as fruity as I thought it would, considering it's got 2 Arrow slip-ons. But of course it has to be compliant to those Euro 4, so it's really not going to be that free-flowing. So even though it's got Arrow cans on, long-time partners of Triumph, you're going to want to get some full system, I reckon. I mean, certainly I would, because the oral tributes of a motorcycle was important to me as the acceleration and the handling. To me, it's just part of that overall experience, and I'm happy to pay extra for it. So, you know, when a full system comes out for the bike from Arrow, it is something I'll look at. Stay there, stay there. Go. Oh, I love this auto shifter. This to do with my left hand. Look, watch me go down the gears, look. That's it, the first. Oh, it even makes me look good. And that is saying something. Oh, diddly damn. If you're just slowly pulling away, then to me, it gets a bit clunky going in a second with your foot, because you really need a few revs. Well, that went that much second fine, because I'm doing about 2,500–3,000 revs. But if you go from first straight in a second, yeah, it will be a bit snatchy. No, obviously the ride-by-wire throttle, it's one of the things that you get used to now. I mean, most of the people watching this video probably have it on their modern bikes. It is a bit on-off. When you're going along at speed and progress and going along twisties and that, it's absolutely fine. It's just kind of in traffic like this, where it does seem a bit like click on, click off, and it does cut you out just a smidgy bit. I mean, I'm sure experienced riders probably find it no problem at all. But it's just me. It just takes a bit getting used to. I'm sure if I had this bike a week, it'd be perfect. Oh, getting a bit hot. You know, one thing I need is one of those new pin lock visor things, anti-steam. I bought this helmet, and it can take one. It's got it all ready to put in. But I've got to buy one, and yeah, I'm noticing it now. Oh, it's better. Oh, that was a bit of rough road. Oh, and that was absolutely amazing. I tell you, this has got better compliant handling than the Audi RS and the other fast sports car that I've got. Oh, look at that. Down at first, it's a nice little sound. To what else you get a little couple of pops when you downshift it, especially if you like really put it back in first and then close the throttle off really quickly. There, it does a couple of pops. Now it's nothing like the pops I had on my low boy Arrow on the previous speed triple that I owned. That was making noises all over the place, and when you took off the throttle, oh, a cacophony of madness erupted. Of course, you know, it's a bit hooligan, but my Audi RS3's got that. forced exhaust makes pops and crackles, and I don't care, because I don't want to get old, and I put my hands up, I am that hooligan. I'll tell you what, this is such a good bike, and I've got lots of bikes to take out, as you're probably aware from my video. So I've still got the Throttle, been doing this for 1000R. See, that was not many revs, trying to go up in a second, it was a bit clutchy. So you probably do need the clutch at slower speeds. That's third, that's fourth, that's fifth, smooth as you like. Fourth, third, just clicking your left foot down. Ah, beautiful. Okay, it's not quite as simple as a Honda P6 scooter that I had, but all in all, wonderful. I did go on the motorway, I said the cruise control was brilliant. The buffeting really hit me around about 70-75. I then quickly popped over to a German Autobahn and got up to about 120, and it's really, you really got to hold on. And my old speed triple could do 140, and I didn't feel quite as buffeted, weirdly, and it's like an identical bike. Then again, it's me, I've been out for 2 years, so it's probably just the sensation, that's all, that I'd forgotten about. It's a bit putting around, isn't it? Welcome to Surrey. I mean, you can just drive this bike so softly, it's so comfy, easy to commute. It's just an everyday use bike, without a shadow of a doubt. Then stick it in sport or race mode, take it to a track, and I bet a lot of people do a much better time on this than would on a superbike. It hasn't got the outright massive acceleration of like the BMW 1000 or the R1, which I've ridden, or one of the top quacks, but it's still got enough speed to frighten you somewhat. Out of the way. Jesus Christ. See, this bike clearly isn't loud enough. I was here to look round. Oh, there's a biker. Ah, give me a little nod. He was on a Moto Guzzi. Don't see many of them. Nice little motorbike shop here. Never been in there. I think it's just scooters, I'm not sure. Oh, God, I love the way it's the downshifting that is the most impressive. I mean, upshifting has never been that difficult, is it? But the downshifting little blipping, oh, just a dream. Check this one. Oh, man, oh, I'm having good fun. I'm having good fun. Dear. Oh, it's good to be back. There's not much more to say. I don't want to do any mad speeds. I'm just getting used to biking. It's just not worth the risk. If anything, I've learned I've got to be a little more careful. So all in all, just a fantastic bike. I'll put my new scores that I'm going to be using this season up on the screen now. There's 7 or 8 different components. What I think really is all about bicycles. You know, I'm all about fun and excitement. I don't give a shit essentially what power it's got or what make it is. To me, it's just simply about how it makes you feel, the comfort and the thrill we get from the kind of acceleration and the way it lays the power down. You know, pretty obvious stuff really. So I think I've called it quits there. This has been WhichBike.com. I've got a load of videos coming out all in a sequence. Please subscribe. I will promise that I will do some of my old madness and screaming like a woman, so bear with me on that. We will have some fun. Until then, safe riding, take care, Aid out.